around for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. Welcome to the Nuckafu Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by, no, I'm not currently joined by King Reek, House of Havoc, but possibly in a few moments.
Maybe.
In the meantime, I am joined by, from the She Leak Showcase, from the Smack and Roll podcast, from the Getting Off podcast, I don't know all the nicknames. It's not my job here to do this part.
It's okay. You're doing great.
Give me one of them, and I might.
Shaman of Shelit.
The Shaman of Shelit. The hostess with the mostest. Is that one?
Yep.
The hardest working woman in podcast. Is that another one?
Go. Yeah. There you go.
Am I missing one?
Those are like the main ones. It's fine.
Miss Katie Kinsey, baby.
Hey.
Welcome back. I think this is the first time ever that I've done a show with Katie on Young Kings Wrestling.
I was going to say the same thing because obviously we've done your Inside the Mind of, which was years ago at this point.
That was so long ago.
Still the longest episode, by the way.
Is it?
Yep.
Dang.
We went like 2 hours.
I know. I mean, y'all don't got nothing to talk about when y'all go on Katie's show. Like,
listen, people like to talk, but not conspiracy theory talk.
Oh yeah, I got deep in that.
You did.
Listen, I might need another update here.
You say the word. I'm in.
Hey, let's get it. Yeah, y'all had to return. I came back like a week ago. So.
Yeah. It was rough for a while, but yeah, it's back. It's up and running again, trying to contact people again. So
yeah, hey, I need y'all wrestlers. Y'all wrestlers, start responding to Katie's email so we can get some wrestlers on there.
I know. I still have no response from Big Swole, and that one sucks because I was like, damn, that's one I want to talk to.
Facts. Listen, we know people. Y'all know people. We're gonna get in contact with Big Swole one way or another, no matter how long it takes. We all watch Degrassi. Whatever it takes, I know I can make it through.
Hey, I was watching Degrassi every time I was in my Airbnb in Philly.
Hey, they had it like on the loop there. What is like a Pluto channel or something?
Yeah, it was Pluto TV because they didn't have like cable there. So it was like every time I was there, which wasn't often, I just threw on Degrassi. I got to see many different generations of Degrassi that week.
Was it just random Degrassi episodes?
They're playing them in order, but when I was like,
oh, okay.
So I would like turn it on and then
in order, bro.
I got to see like season 2 stuff and like newest generation. Oh, it was wild time.
Hey, shout out to Degrassi. What's our favorite Degrassi storylines? Now that we're on the subject here.
Might be a little controversial. I loved Spinner.
What?
Obviously, like post getting Jimmy shot. I don't know. I don't know what it was about him. I don't know. I used to like Bad Boys. What can I say? And he was.
So you didn't like Craig in that case?
No, Craig was a druggie.
Craig was a big junkie.
Craig had a lot of issues.
He did. Craig and Ashley was mad toxic, bro.
Ashley was one of the worst characters in that show.
I hated Ashley so much. She sucked bad.
She sucked big time. No.
Emma sucked too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she was a bad friend of Manny.
She was horrible.
I love
Manny.
Manny.
Pretty terrible too. Manny's great.
Manny's one of the best. Yeah.
Who else? JT and Toby was my guys. I rock with them.
Listen, JT getting stabbed is the worst.
Bro, like, I didn't even know that happened. Like, I stopped watching like for years at that point, and then like I saw somewhere that like, oh yeah, JT died. I was like, what the fuck y'all talking about?
It was bullshit. Like him and Liberty were gonna get back together
Yeah,
and all of
dude.
this
I
good
saw
shit, and
all
then he
that.
gets stabbed at a party.
Stabbed by one of the ops, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
I
even, he
still
doesn't even go here.
literally he did not go there. That was before the murder of the schools. And I'm still mad. I'm still hurt.
Hey man, this is a Degrassi podcast or wrestling podcast? Look, my favorite Degrassi storyline is the whole Rick situation. That yeah, I like that whole
Crazy.
arc. Yeah, that's what I thought
Like
high school was gonna be like.
abusive as fuck to Terry, bullied to the point of bringing a gun to school, shot Jimmy in the back.
They did my guy wrong because like Jimmy was kind of cool with homie. Like after a
It's
while,
because Spinner and
Spinner.
Jay.
That's why I don't fuck with Spinner. I ain't fuck with Jay neither. I hated Jay too. All right, let's move on.
No,
Let's talk
yeah.
about this.
Oh,
Hey,
it's
hold on.
great.
We did have a Degrassi panel. That's what we need to do one of these days.
I'm fucking down.
Who else watched Degrassi? We could have a Degrassi panel like we had the SVU panel.
Yeah,
We can do that. Shout out to
I'm in.
SVU as well.
Oh yeah.
I watch that faithfully every week, every Friday.
As you should.
Real done hours. All right, let's talk about the wrestling now. See, I had to
Yeah,
substitute something like that. That was the part where me and Reek talked football for 10 minutes.
there you go. I football a little bit now.
She, dude, y'all believe that?
I know. Parlays and everything.
Never talked about sports ever, and then just randomly was just like, "Ah, the Steelers need to do da 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 da." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?
I have watched every game this season except one.
Which one?
Um, la last Sunday?
You watched
Yeah.
the Snow Bowl?
Yeah, I watched that bullshit. Chris Boswell can't
That's
fucking
real
make
football
one
weather,
when it was
man.
normal. Oh, Jesus. Well, no, because then I was mad because then the snow hit here the next day and I was pissed.
Oh yeah, I seen like somebody I know that lives in like Delaware, and like they posted a picture of the road, and it was just like, "Hey yo, that
Nah.
might explain why Reek ain't on yet."
Maybe. Well, it hasn't like snowed. I mean, not here at least. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. See how much out of the state.
Hey man, mailman out here, man. It's the week before Black Friday. It's getting crazy.
I guess so.
You know how that go.
I do.
Uh, AEW Full Gear. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Neither one of us watched it.
Nope.
You were watching a cover band, and I was losing money at bingo. So
We're having a
that's how
great
our
day.
Saturday nights went. Yeah, no wrestling. I did watch some football. My alma mater, they won on Friday night.
Nice.
UNLV, shout out to them. And then my hometown team, Nebraska, for the first time since Obama was in office, we get to go
Wow.
to a bowl game.
Damn.
Yeah. And for the first time since Obama's first term, we beat a team that we've lost to every single year
Uh, wow.
for the last 12 years. Yep.
I like that you have like Obama's presidency as like the place markers of your sports team.
Well, I have presidential administrations as the place markers for like anything.
It's
Like,
smart.
bro, like you telling me this wrestler is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, and then you posting highlights of him from when Clinton was in office. I don't want to see that shit, bro. Like, give
Sure.
me some more recent footage, bro.
For real.
So, but yeah, no AEW viewing. There were a few matches I did want to take a stab at, that I had some interest in, but I'm gonna run down what happened.
All
I don't
right.
really care what happened on the pre-show outside of the pre-show main event. Big Boom AJ with Big Justice and the Rizzler, the Costco guys, defeated QT Marshall. I know nothing about this family except they have a Costco membership.
Okay. I was talking about this with Matt last night. I'm the youngest person in our friend group, right?
Yeah.
Not by much, but I am. And like I'm on TikTok, right? I have never seen these guys on my TikTok for you page. I don't understand what the Rizzler is. He's apparently not a part of their family.
What? He looked
That's what
just
I
like
said. That's what I said.
that. Looks like
And
his son, bro.
I think him and what's his name, Big Justice, the son. Apparently,
Yeah.
Big Justice and the Rizzler are friends, and that's how they. I don't
Okay.
understand. Yeah, you're telling me Ricky Starks hasn't wrestled in this company in how long? That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Like, I get it because like they are popular. They're
Yeah,
everywhere. Like I've seen them on late night shows and everything. So
which is
like I
crazy.
get it because I have to give kudos to AEW for trying whenever they try. And
Yeah.
you get somebody that's relevant. Like remember AEW first started, they got fucking Sabrina, the teenage witch.
Oh
Like,
my God, yeah. Holy
who
shit.
cares about her?
I forgot that
Like,
even happened.
exactly. Like that wasn't
Like
moving the
5 years.
needle.
That was like 5 years ago at this point.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But like this, this is I hear about this guy all the time. I know nothing about him, but I hear about him a lot, and that's smart because like this dude even mentioned like he was looking at WWE to give him a call, which like they should have, but because I could definitely see these guys on WWE, but they wouldn't have wrestled. Like,
Yeah.
and he wasn't that bad from what I've seen. Like, he's a independent wrestler back in the day, so I know he has some
Yeah.
training. Like his son hit a nice ass spear on QT Marshall. Good form.
Well done.
So it's interesting. I saw people complaining about it, and like, you know me, I don't really stick up for nothing that AEW does, but like this, it made sense to do. Like, you getting eyes on the show, you put it on the pre-show, it didn't take up much time from anybody except Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
But
Um,
that's neither here nor there.
yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
difference between this and like Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania?
Touche. Touche. Johnny Knoxville was tormenting Sami Zayn for months on end though, and that was fun.
Yeah, the only thing I could say it was kind of rushed, just like, hey, let's get him on the show. Like we could have you could have like ran an initial angle here and then built. Don't they have another pay per view coming up next month?
World's End should be in
Yeah,
December, yeah.
yeah. So that's my only thing. Like we should have at least built to that, build up a few because it just seemed like they just started bringing him around a couple weeks ago, and then bam, he's having a match.
Yeah, it was very quick.
But like that's my only thing I have an issue with. Like I think it's funny how like some people who enjoyed it, y'all understand the concept of sports entertainment now. That's just funny to me. Like this is exactly the same thing you complained about
Hmm.
happening for years. But
Yep.
it's fine. It's fine. Elsewhere on the show, looks like Private Party. Hey, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna keep talking. Private Party defeated the Outrunners, House of Black, and the Acclaimed to retain the tag championships. MJF defeated Roderick Strong.
Hmm.
Mercedes Monet defeated Chris Statlander to retain the TBS title. Jay White
Hmm.
defeated Hangman Page. Kyle Fletcher defeated Will Ospreay. Okay, I did not see that coming. Actually, that threw me off guard. Uh, Daniel Garcia defeated Jack Perry to win the TNT title.
Hey.
Takeshita defeated Ricochet to retain the international championship. So Ricochet out here already losing matches.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Bobby Lashley defeated number 52 by
Hmm.
technical submission.
Damn, homie.
And then in the main event, John Moxley defeated Orange Cassidy to retain the AEW championship. So,
And
yeah.
Christian tried to use his contract thing, but was stopped by Jay White. And then Darby
What?
Allin drove his car into the Death Rider's truck at the very end of the night.
Hey, keep that
Yeah.
Darby Allin shit over there. Oh, see that shit.
You're telling me I'm mad.
So before we talk more about AEW, I'd like to welcome to the show my guy, my co-host, King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. We literally just talked about you like 5 minutes ago.
We did.
Hey, you speak my name, I shall appear.
Hey, he really does. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, man. My bad, y'all. It's that time of the year, so my day is getting later. But I heard something about Jon Moxley and Orange Cassidy in the main event of the show. Why was this a thing?
Because Jon Moxley is the champion and Orange Cassidy is the only one who has like stepped up to fight Jon Moxley.
I have another answer.
Okay, well,
I agree.
Two things can be right.
I agree. I don't like the way they do business over there. Like, listen, Mox being a champion is what it is. And listen, I've never been that down on Orange Cassidy. The gimmick was creative. It was inventive. Don't put him in no world title matches no more. Like, the bumps was bumping high that night. Whoever decided to book that. Like, I know we can't
Orange Cassidy is a guy that you use here, which like he do the same shit. That's my problem with him. It's like the hands in the pockets, like the lazy kicks and shit. Cut that shit out.
He doesn't really do beating your ass.
He just did. I just seen him do it like a couple weeks ago.
Not as often. Like, it's not the full gimmick anymore. He's actually like wrestling more.
We'll cut that shit out and show a little bit more of an edge. You got this whole group of people just beat your ass, and we doing this goofy stuff still. Like that would have been a perfect time to cut it out and let it breathe a little bit. But that's just my opinion. I'm not the 3-time booker of the year, so like it don't really matter what I think. They don't book shows for me. They book them for the sickos.
They just give
I'm a very healthy individual. Yeah.
Very healthy.
Hey, real quick, I want to circle back to a previous conversation. Reek, what's your favorite Degrassi storyline?
Oh Lord. I'm curious as to why the question is, but the one that always comes
at this point.
The one that always comes back to me is whatever one that ended with Drake getting shot.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I said that same one, but I didn't have that reason because of Drake getting shot.
Yeah, no, that's like the main thing I remember from those. Like I didn't watch it that much, but it was like that was a thing. And then he started rapping. I'm like, that's the nigga that got shot on TV. But yeah,
it was. Yeah.
He got shot and he started doing artwork, and then there was like a storyline where he like got with Ashley. And like because he was paralyzed from the waist down, his meat didn't get hard.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a damn shame.
So there's literally like a gif out there of like Drake getting a boner. It's fucking weird. That happened on the show. Dead ass.
No, it did. Degrassi was a time.
Ooh, okay.
I was telling Katie, I definitely thought Degrassi was what high school was going to be like.
Oh yeah, we all did. It was some false expectations.
But I used to watch in the 8th grade in class.
In class?
Yeah, because I don't know. I lived in Nebraska, okay? So I don't know if they didn't want to like actually teach us human growth and development. So they just put on Degrassi every day.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that. I kind of wish I had got to watch Degrassi every day.
That's what I'm saying. Health class was whack.
Yeah, we watched Degrassi every day.
That's not fair.
Every single day. Like, this is the curriculum. I guess I can go watch this shit at home. And I did. Let's circle back to Full Gear real quick. Because at the press conference, Bobby Lashley was up there and he was asked about black champions in AEW. I'm just gonna play the sound.
Hi, Kate from Fightful. You guys seem very motivated to find gold here, and I just wanted to ask what it was like to come into a company and see so many black champions and what it meant to challenge right off the bat, essentially a former black world champion.
Oh, let me. See, I don't like that. I don't like that black champion. It's just a champion. See, we've normalized this already, and that's what I want to do with it. You winning a title as a black champion, and there's other black champions here. We can kind of erase that word now. We could just say champion. It could be it could be a black champion. It could be Asian champion. It can be Latin champion. It can be any champion. So we've already normalized that, so we can kind of erase that black champion, and it's just champion now.
I'm packing the air, this gas what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Mr. Lashley, you don't got to bring your ass here. You can stay over there. Because I read between the lines of what Lashley was saying. And I hear this question, and it's such a bullshit question to ask somebody. Somebody who was the first black ECW champion, was a black WWE champion. And they never called out his blackness when he was champion. And I don't think it mattered to anybody besides us, really, that he was a black champion. But my thing is AEW the first company to have a black world champion? Because that's what I've been made to believe by a lot of people in AEW all year. Number 52, Anthony, and this woman right here. Kate from Fightful, bring that ass here.
Bring that ass here, boy.
Because this is like the second or third time in the last like month and a half that I've seen this woman just be obsessed with being the head speaker for our people. Nobody has more of a savior complex than a blonde-haired liberal white woman. And that is exactly what this woman is. What's up? What's up?
She's laughing because she knows what I'm going to ask. Ain't that your girl, Katie?
I have talked to her and interviewed her, yes.
Maybe you can provide some insight to what my man is asking, because I too am curious as to what the angle is here, because I've heard this kind of terminology on numerous occasions.
I couldn't possibly tell you. From what I've been seeing on Twitter specifically, because that's where everything happens at this point now. I don't know. Realistically, I don't know what is going on in her head and why she thinks she should say the things she says. A lot of the times I do think she just speaks without thinking, which is not good, especially when you are...
She works for Fightful, of course.
Well, yes. But like when you're going to be the quote-unquote main spokesperson for Fightful, like you kind of need to like figure it out. The only person I've really seen come to her defense is Seahawk. So
I saw that too.
No comment.
That's
a choice. That's all I'm gonna say.
But yeah, I'm not going in on Bobby like that, because like I said, I read between the lines of it, and I think Bobby Lashley is smart on the side of like, yo, like, you kind of trying to push an agenda, because like, what are you talking about? I was literally world champion over there. Right. I was world champion with a whole bunch of other black people, and it wasn't a big, like, him, Kofi, and Big E literally did a feature like a year ago,
right,
with the WWE titles.
Yeah,
and they talked about it. So like, that answer Bobby gave, any other time it would have like raised concerns with me, because like, you remember how 52 tried to present that matter.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Same did. Like, I'm not tripping on it. But this woman, cut it out. Like, stop it. Where's that Michael Jordan soundbite at? I gotta find it.
I think that's what he was gonna look for.
I think it's
stop it. Get some help.
If I had to guess, I'm thinking that she was probably saying this specific to AEW. If I had to guess, like, I don't want to stall her out on this one, but she's probably angling to say, like, you know, AEW hasn't been presenting many black champions, so here you are now with this group, and we know what to expect from y'all. So, seeing you and then Swerve before you guys, when the time comes, it's like kind of setting this trend here in this company. Because
I would believe that if she did not write for Fightful.
Also, yeah. I ain't
the
trying to
most
stall her out,
pushing platform in all of wrestling.
Yeah, 100%. Well,
the second most.
Well,
it's a tie.
It's out there.
There's some competition to that spot. Nah, for sure.
Oh no, they should both fight to the death. Well, I get so silent when I said that. I don't know.
Because I had something on the tip of my tongue when you said that I'm just going. I've said enough outrageous things lately. Apparently,
yes, so you have.
I'm a chill. I'm a chill today.
Yeah, you need to relax over there.
Yeah, that's why I left my drink in the fridge this week. It's in the fridge. I say the last 2 weeks I was kind of wild.
Yeah, you guys have been on some shit the past few weeks.
Things need to be said. Sometimes I don't like to bite my tongue. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna chill out today because
You know what? Now that we on the topic, like,
I
got it. Sorry.
I'm packing the air. This guess what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Because we was talking about like black champions in AEW and like black wrestlers, and Tony Khan, bring that ass here too,
that
bruh.
ass here, boy.
Bring that ass here too, bruh.
What's up?
You see what Tony Khan said earlier this week?
I did not.
No.
I haven't been in the discourse this week.
Oh.
So somebody asked him a question about like black wrestlers in AEW, and it was a black journalist too.
Oh boy.
And it was more so like somebody asking him, like, I don't remember the question. All I know is Tony Khan answered. He go on these long ass tangents with his answers. His answers are unnecessarily.
He misdirects.
Yeah. But this guy said, I think most of the top black wrestlers in the world are in AEW. Said it multiple times in his quote. And like me, I'm not going on it. Like, what you mean WWE got the Impact got? I'm not on that type shit. My issue with this is he sound like a slave master. That's some shit a slave master would say. My nigga's better than your niggas.
Nah,
he like Big Daddy on Django.
Nah, that's I agree with that. I agree with that.
Calvin Candy ass boy. But it was niggas agreeing with him too. That was a crazy part. Like, y'all don't see no problem with what he just said.
Tribalism knows no color or no gender or anything like that. It's just there. I can't even bring myself to get mad because it's like, why would you fix your face to publicly say something so overtly wrong? Like, you don't even got to bring WWE into the equation. You don't have the best black wrestlers, period. You have some great black wrestlers. Yeah. You've acquired some by just way of sheer frustration with booking and whatever else in other companies. You just happen to stumble upon some greatness. But that doesn't even begin to edify this statement that you made that's so just blatantly. Like, this man is the epitome of saying stuff for clicks. I just don't understand it. Like, I was giving him hell a couple weeks ago about, the media speaking to him because he has nothing to offer. I would take him misdirected and going on tangents and not answering questions over this. That was just bad. that just made you look very stupid. Like,
whose man is this? Is your man?
Get well soon, bro.
Don Khan must have never yoked him up as a kid. Like, at some point in time, you got to go upside your son's head. Like, you don't even see Shah Khan in the media like that. Like, he just got to be at home thinking, man, you just embarrassing the hell out of me on a regular basis. I'm not for that.
With that being said, you think we can get Tony on the Havoc Hour when the Jags come out here next week? Not next week, but next month.
Lord. Good Lord. For what? You ain't gonna get no answers to no questions. Like, gonna be look, I'm gonna tell you how the whole thing. I'm gonna tell you how the whole thing is gonna go, right? You asking questions about the Jags. Oh, I think the Jags are doing great. They under 500. I think the Jags are doing great.
They got the worst record in the league.
Thank you. Look, I think the Jags are doing great. Doug Peterson's a great coach. He about to get fired, but Doug Peterson's a great coach. Yeah. That's all you're gonna hear. And then, hey, make sure you got to tune in to AEW. I don't watch it, bro. I don't watch it. So I don't know what you're telling me that for. Then I won't even resist the urge. I'm gonna have to ask some hard hitting questions. I'm gonna be like, so listen, what's the deal with you? Like, why don't you have a sense of like structure and standards and practices in your company? Why don't you have that? I think we have a great company. I think we have a great locker room. I think we have this, have that. That's not what I asked you, bro. That's not what I asked. See, that's how the interview is gonna go. That's how the whole thing is gonna go. And I'm gonna get mad. That's just how it's like. You getting what you pay for. We ain't gonna be paying for nothing. So,
right. Hey, I'm gonna have to go through my channels, see what we can do.
Listen, I'll do it. I'm just telling you how it's gonna go.
That was gonna be so entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the sickos.
Yeah, listen. Because I listen, it's gonna do numbers. So I wouldn't be mad at all. But I know exactly what to expect. I'm gonna have
for the sickos, man.
I'm gonna have like I might have to have a script waiting and like all this. He gonna say this right here. He gonna say this about 2 minutes in, and then before we close out, he gonna go on this little rant and tangent about Twitter X in the discourse. I'm gonna have it all down.
Hey, what's that one show where it's like the hidden camera prank show, and they got the people and they like feed you like prompts and shit what to do. Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yep.
We just need somebody from Impractical Jokers to just be like, hey, yo, ask Tony this.
Oh my God. I need that.
They're wrestling fans, so
somebody.
Oh, are they?
Somebody do that.
Reach out to them. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Hey, let's talk about this week in wrestling history, y'all. 1990 Survivor Series live from Hartford, Connecticut. And we get the debut of a legendary name in wrestling. The Gobbledygooker hatched this night. And The Undertaker debuted too. I heard. The Undertaker. 2001, Ric Flair buys half of the WWE off of Paul Heyman and Stephanie McMahon as a mystery consortium. And Vince McMahon is mad as hell. He said,
yeah. Gave us endless memes and gifts and all that.
Shout out to that era. Because that was the era I started watching like full time. So I have like very like, positive memories of this time. No matter how bad shit might have been. I don't know if it was bad or not. I thought it was the greatest shit ever when I was a kid.
You couldn't beat it, man.
Little did I know I missed all the good shit in 2001. It is what it is. 2005, WWE implements the wellness policy following the death of Eddie Guerrero. Took them about 8-9 days to do something they should have been did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But hindsight is 2020. 2010, The Miz wins the WWE title on Raw, cashes in Money in the Bank on Randy Orton. I remember that day. I was in my dorm.
Oh, we ain't gonna never forget that shit.
I was in my dorm and I popped. I loved The Miz back then. That was my guy. I'm sorry. Sorry if that offends anybody that I like The Miz in 2010.
Angry Miz Girl's gonna have something to say about that.
That was the birth of Angry Miz Girl.
I'm gonna tell you what. Her face wasn't worse than mine. Listen, I was ready to fight that night.
I was happy.
Like you told me he did what? Hell no.
I was super happy. More Miz news. 2011 Survivor Series live from Madison Square Garden. In the main event, John Cena and The Rock defeat the Awesome Truth in The Rock's first match in 7 years, ahead of The Rock versus John Cena's once in a lifetime, which was not once in a lifetime.
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah.
Would have been thrice.
Could have if The Rock didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Elsewhere on this same show, CM Punk defeats Redacted Del Rio to win the WWE Championship, beginning his 434-day reign.
Wait, we redacted him too?
Why not?
He's a huge piece of shit. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, I thought that was reserved for like the elite in that group. Like, he a dickhead, but like, I didn't know he was putting him there. You know,
the guy is a rapist.
Thank you.
Like a rapist.
I didn't know that was like. The last thing I heard about him was the whole thing with Paige, and like that was.
Oh, you missed a lot.
I guess so.
This man kidnapped a lady like 2-3 years ago.
Yep. Where have you been?
I ain't tapped into that situation like that. Like I stopped looking at news regarding that man years ago. So I ain't even been tapped into it like that.
I pray on that man's downfall every day.
Oh, okay.
I seen a clip of this man wrestling in a high school gym a couple weeks back.
Me too.
Good.
I saw that.
You saw the same clip?
Actually,
yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Why is that notable? Like, I didn't care nothing about that. Like, it was just, I thought he was done. Like, I thought he would have been smart and just disappeared, but I guess not.
Yeah,
no,
he should.
They never do.
He was over there trying to talk about coming back.
Yeah. He says that like every couple of years. Oh, I'm gonna try to get back in.
Like, sit your ass down, bro.
Okay.
This is why I'm a big fan of Lyra Valkyria, because like she was on Twitter like years ago when he was on TV. Lyra Valkyria. Sorry, I said her name wrong. She has old tweets slandering Alberto Del Rio.
Oh shit!
And I was like, ooh, I'm just like her.
Oh shit!
Her old tweets are so funny.
She got like a good handful of anti-Alberto tweets. I love it. Shout out to her. 2011, more CM Punk news. Survivor Series in Indianapolis. CM Punk defeated John Cena and Ryback to retain the WWE title with help from the debuting group, The Shield. So for anybody saying CM Punk joining WarGames doesn't make sense, there you go.
Who said
Makes
that?
perfect sense.
Who said that? Point him out. Point him out.
A lot of people.
I just. I did not expect it to be Punk though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I was one of those naive
both
people.
Of you. I saw both of you.
Look, I was one of those naive
negativity,
people.
Okay.
It was not gonna be him.
Why not? Like
I did listen. I did not think it was going to be him. I wanted it to be him.
I
terrible.
thought because for anybody that says, "Oh, that doesn't make sense," they wouldn't expose themselves like that. When have they ever used any type of discretion for real when it came to outside of the redacted situation? Because obviously that was like that could have killed the whole industry. But
yeah,
when outside of that, when did they ever truly use discretion when it came to something that was, a little bit, a little bit on the rope, a little kind of tiptoeing on that line? And do it. Vince walked his way back on TV after everything that came out about him. I'm just saying. It would not have been like, oh my God, Brock Lesnar's on TV. I wouldn't have been like that. No.
I would have just been annoyed. And I'm like, he's not needed, period. Phil makes sense.
Listen, I hear you, but
I'll plead the fifth.
Look.
I'll plead the fifth.
Look, damn the negativity. Brock Lesnar in a ring with Jacob and Solo. Listen, you gonna tell me that's not gonna slap? I'm just saying. I'm here for all of that.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
You put Brock in the ring with some more niggas, it slaps every time. That's all I'm saying.
It do. But no, I listen, I'm not mad they didn't go there. Listen, I won't be upset if he never shows up again, but if he do, I'm gonna be hyped. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, listen, you don't need him. Fine. there's always some mileage you can get out of putting them on TV, especially with all the talent that just keeps flying in every single day. You could find a place. You don't need to put him on the front of the card like you used to, but you can put him in the card to say, hey, why don't you work with Braun Breaker? Why don't you do a little something with Carmelo? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we don't want to see. We don't want to see him in
Yeah,
Melo.
don't bring Carmelo into this.
I'm just throwing names out, but it's like, you know, we got some young cats that are they're balling right now. So let's see how they run with a dude of your caliber. That's it.
How long did it take him to beat Kofi?
We don't talk about that. Though.
No,
that's not.
No, how long? How long was that match? Like 5 seconds?
That they say 10, but it was probably shorter than that. Honestly,
Probably.
He beat Melo in half of that. He beat Melo in 2.5 seconds.
See that?
Mind you, he got to get a 3 count.
That'd be grimy though. I couldn't co-sign with that. I'd like to think that Brock would be like, hey, let me try to help this kid out a little bit. You know?
When? Who?
Hey,
No.
he would. That dude is our age. He ain't no kid.
Yeah, but I mean, like from Brock's perspective, because Brock like 40. Yeah, true. So yeah.
Hey, I don't want to see that. Don't drop that shit.
Nah,
keep Melo safe.
You keep him safe. It's just, you know, some people like I said,
you want to feed Melo to the nigga slayer. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, no, I don't wish that on. But like him and them Samoans, bro. Do it all day.
Crazy. That will go crazy. More Survivor Series stuff. 2014. This is just the Survivor Series week, bro. It's a Survivor Series preview show. This is what this is. 2014 from St. Louis. Dolph Ziggler is the sole survivor. I was trying to do my Akon voice, but I didn't get it. It wasn't queued up in time.
That's okay.
Sorry. It's cool.
During this match, we get the debut of Sting in the WWE. And boy, I remember I was like The Rock. When that shit happened, I was like, whoo.
Yeah.
But I not much that made me get goosebumps that year. Like there was WrestleMania 30, there was the Shield breaking up, and then it was this. Like shout to Sting debut. And then a Survivor Series 2020 on the 30-year anniversary of his debut, The Undertaker officially retired. He is now Mark Calloway. He is now hustling Blue Chew ads and political commentary that nobody asked for.
Not a single person asked for.
Hey,
they didn't even talk about politics though. Like this dude was just talking about wrestling like an 8-year-old asking questions.
Listen.
But still,
he collected a check.
Yeah,
that's what I've been saying about all of this. He was collecting the check because, like, at the end of the day, it's like he's obviously, you know, his voice carries. You know, he who he is and whatnot. Like, if you could tap into wrestling fans at large, you could probably win just about any election or any type of vote, anything, anywhere, because they make up too much of the population.
Yeah, I remember I talked about like one of my neighbors is a black MAGA.
Yeah.
This dude, listen, I'm gonna put this out here because like who do you think our audience is, family? Somebody like
that's what I said.
With a sponsorship opportunity. Somebody hit us up with a sponsorship opportunity.
My God.
And then they link me to their store. And their store is like all this like super patriotic merch. There's a black dude. I was like, hold on, did you listen to the rest of the episode? Did you listen to that whole conversation?
He did not.
You just heard Black MAGA and it's like, ooh, my tribe. No, nigga, no.
Like, what is you on? Like,
no, we will not be ambassadors for your product. Sorry.
Ain't no way. Like, who do you think? That's what I said. Who do you think listens to us? Because I haven't come across even the people that like want to be chiding and criticizing and like the dude was the dude Young Clowns Wrestling, whoever that dude was, like even them motherfuckers ain't like on that type of time.
God about him.
Hey, this dude photoshopped me and Reek with some clown nose.
I remember.
Oh man, that was fun.
Crazy.
He gave me a rainbow afro and everything. That shit was
yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh man, I miss that hate for real. Like, we need more of that. Like how like what hot take do I need to spit for y'all to come bring that type of energy back?
Let's figure it out.
Like I done roasted Tony Khan and David how many times on here? Like y'all ain't biting. I don't know what to do no more.
No, it's because they've heard it before. Need something else.
They feel the same way. That's why.
Yeah, that too.
Everybody opening their eyes a lot more recently now.
I would say the ones that ain't delusional, because like I've been telling y'all since day one, the boy a cokehead. Y'all had to wait to see the signs.
Hey, we've been telling them day one what they need to do to get more eyes on the show, and they finally did it, bringing Big Boom and Big Justice and the Rizzler.
I don't
I'm to find out he's not even a Rizzler daddy. I'm to find that out. Definitely thought the Rizzler was his son.
I found it out last night. You would have found it out today. So
that's kind of crazy.
That's crazy. You look just like him. What you mean that's not your kid?
See, certain stuff you're just supposed to keep it in house. Don't let that get out.
Right? Why we break kayfabe like that?
Like
bro?
roll with the story now. So I'm saying, like, people just
need to do that.
We don't got structure.
Anyway, hey, let's get through this here, man. Happy birthday this past week to Miss Elizabeth, who would have turned 64, Liz for Hall of Fame, and Victoria for Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
It's about that time.
Yeah.
Happy birthday this past week. The Big Alpha would have turned 81, RIP. Shane Douglas, Bria Nikki Garcia, Elias, Juventud Guerrera, Noof Al-Aribi, formerly known as Aaliyah in WWE, and Beth Phoenix. Happy birthday to her.
Yeah, I heard Nikki shut down her Instagram.
Nikki who?
Bella
Garcia?
Oh, yeah, Garcia, yeah.
Hey, I heard Kate from Fightful made her tweets private too.
I suspect.
I wouldn't know. She got me blocked.
What did you say?
I mean, from as much shit as you've talked about Fightful, I'm not.
Yeah, it was really from talking about Fightful. I don't think I've ever said anything to her directly. I might have, but I definitely like all the time I'll comment on like certain people's like if they post like a screenshot from somebody from Fightful, like, oh, everybody at that website just like automatically a dickhead. Like I'll say shit like that.
Talked about Fightful too, and I've said a lot of derogatory. I don't pull no punches on this JFK internet, so I don't know why I ain't been blocked by them yet.
Hey, I called him out directly. I said everybody from Fightful is a dickhead. I say,
oh,
yeah. See, there's a difference between you two.
I don't tag them. Like I just put it out there. And if they see it, they see it.
They look up their names, bro. Like that's how Big Cap found a tweet that I said something. I said his whole name one time. I never like directly tagged him on. I don't do that. I don't directly tag people because like why would I do that? Yeah. Like you be the fucking lame and look your name up like you're important.
Mm-hmm. I guess the most punchable.
He try to get his followers
on
my
life.
Oh God, don't let me see him at Wale Mania. It's gonna ruin.
He was there in Philly.
He was
shot. Oh God. All right. No.
Just saying.
Nope.
Hey, I got time. I got time every day.
It's cool. I like my job.
I seen that clip of him trying to like get gully with this one dude. Like, please don't.
Yeah, you saw that too. Yeah.
Like, it'll be a bad day for you, bro. I promise you that.
Anyway, shout out to Noof Al-Aribi. She recently had her first match since leaving WWE. And in that match, she won the Destiny World Wrestling Women's title.
Nice.
Shout out to her.
So what's up?
Come to find out, she had her last match in WWE a year before she got let go. Didn't realize that. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to her. She get her on Inside the Mind.
I'm trying here. I'm trying, people. That's how the Degrassi thing started, by the way. It's because I said Big Swole and you said whatever it takes. Cue.
Yeah, that's how
everything we
started.
talked about.
Hey, okay.
Hey, Big Swole references and Jay-Z references on here. Hey, shout out to Big Swole. I want to talk to Big Swole and see what what her lock routine is. I like talking lock routine. Hey, did you and Cedric make the decision together to just get y'all hair locked at the same time? Because I noticed y'all had locks around the same time. That would be one of my questions I would ask.
I need to ask about these wild tweets that she be putting out.
They're some of my favorite tweets. I love her tweets. She's so out of pocket sometimes. Hey, but that's her man's. That's her man. Like, Thirst all you want.
That's the only time it's appropriate.
Right. I get it. I just sometimes I look on there and I'm like, yo, auntie, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I ain't had my breakfast yet.
Right. All right, let me clock in first, man.
Right.
Let's get into this royal address, man. I don't know if you got nothing, Reek.
Oh man, I ain't gonna hold you.
That's fine. I got a few things here. I'll run through them real quick. Kenny Omega is back. He's going to be facing Gabe Kidd at Wrestle Dynasty the night after Wrestle Kingdom 19. Mm-hmm. Think it's funny Kenny Omega is making his return not in AEW.
That was on purpose.
Yeah, I think it's on purpose.
Yeah, he said he owed it to Japan to have his first match back there. So,
hey, you owe it to yourself to go back to Japan, bro. Like, do yourself a favor. Like, you only really there for the young fucks. That's all it is. Like, you don't need them, bro. You don't need
That's true.
The WWE Network is on its deathbed officially. It will be shutting down on January 1st. So it was only available internationally. We've been on the cock for the last 3 years.
Oh, sir. Yo, that's crazy.
Pause. All international rights will revert to Netflix starting January 1st. Keep that Netflix shit international, man. I like my Peacock subscription. Peacock live viewing is a lot better than Netflix right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bad enough, I gotta watch Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that's gonna be a struggle.
I can't even watch like Monday Night Raw on the the pirate sites. Cause like I tried to do that with the Tyson and Jake Paul, and even that shit was buffering. Like they was doing it right from Netflix and it was buffering. So I was like, I don't need these problems right now, bro. I just want to watch my wrestling, brother.
Sure.
If my shit starts buffering and like The Rock come back, I'm gonna be hot.
You seen that video where they cut up when Cody, I think it was before Mania, when Cody cut that promo and Rock came out on him like the Raw before. And it was like the way it would be on Raw. Cody started talking, and then the music hit, it buffers. Then Rock is standing in front of him, buffers again. Like,
I've seen
that would make me mad.
Yeah.
Netflix, get it together. Which, like, I think Netflix don't have a choice because, like, when that shit buffered for that fight, most people thought of WWE at first. I said, hey, yo, I know Roger about to hit them niggas up. Like, hey, get this shit together before we get up there on Christmas.
Oh, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all don't play with the people that own the day of the week. Like,
yeah.
It's
Roger said, yo, y'all need to get
money.
that shit together, figure it out. So
right.
I think WWE be all right. Shout out to Roger Goodell this one time.
Facts. And only time.
Yeah. Kylie Ray has been ID'd, the latest wrestler to get that WWE ID sponsorship. Would not be her first time in the WWE ring, though. Originally made her debut in December 2022 on Main Event in a loss to Dana Brooke. She is an AEW original, also has appeared in TNA Impact and NWA Power. So she's one person I see probably debuting around WrestleMania time. Like
Probably.
kind of a no-brainer. I didn't know she was older than me also.
What?
Older than me by 3 weeks.
I don't think she was in her 20s.
Because she's a baby face. Like, she looks really young.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely thought she was a little bit younger. Yes. Okay.
Shout out. And also from Knox Pro Rikishi School, Jordan Oasis has also been ID'd as well. So they racking up them sponsorships, man.
Yeah, they had those on deck already. They just made the announcement so they can be like, all right, let's finally just start making these announcements real quick.
Right. FSW got a big show tonight, so I wonder if somebody else gonna get ID.
Maybe.
That's what's up.
Then I'm gonna be upset that I didn't go. I did not go though because there's a Raiders game going on the strip. There's the fallout from F1 also taking place. Where this show is at is past all that. So I wasn't gonna.
So it's a business decision.
Yeah, that's all it was. I would have went any other time. Yeah. Last thing I got, Soraya says she's currently taking a break to focus on some outside projects. She says she's set to co-host an upcoming episode of Catfish. She says she just filmed with Neve a couple weeks ago. We're still getting Catfish in 2025.
It's crazy.
It's a choice.
It is. Hey, no, listen, this AI shit though, I can see why.
True.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, you kind of got to be a goofball to not really be able to tell AI from real.
But see, like, and this is why. Like I remember, hearing this term as a kid, and it used to aggravate me so much because I'm like, I hate it. But critical thinking is so inherently lost on so many people, and you see it. This situations like these are when you really see it. But this is where we at. So
now, if you like phone calls and shit, we can fake them now, like with AI, a lot better. So like, you getting fooled by the phone calls, I get it. But like, you don't want to FaceTime?
Listen, they got robots now, man. They got robots. They got you got Siri, Alexa. You got them other bots.
We find out y'all out here getting catfish by the TikTok computer voice.
And as we speak, somebody is.
Right. I'll pack in the air. This gas of wood. I'm gonna give y'all all the week. Should know better.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to. We're gonna have to do it.
Hey man, let's talk about what we watched this past week. I can tell you I did not watch any Gabrielle Union movies this past week. But I did watch Backlash 2002 for some reason. I cannot tell you why. I turned on Backlash 02. It was just like hey, I should watch Backlash 02.
Is that
and I did.
Is that where Triple H lost to Terry?
Yeah, that's the show.
Oh God. Ooh.
Also on this show, Stone Cold and The Undertaker. I think that was the #1 contenders match. Right. And I want to say that was probably the point Austin was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, this motherfucker don't fuck with me no more.
That's where he was saying.
I know it's Taker, but
it's when he was saying all the creative sucks and all that shit.
Yeah. One thing that really stuck out to me on this show is like the second match was Scott Hall versus Bradshaw. And this isn't JBL Bradshaw. This is Bradshaw after the APA got split in the draft. And he's just kind of trying to find his footing. He's like, was doing some random shit after the draft. And then like he won the hardcore title. Eventually him and Farouk got back together. But Scott Hall went from returning the big NWO debut and return at No Way Out. Had a match with Austin at WrestleMania. To the second match on the show versus Bradshaw in a 5-minute match to getting fired like a week later. Like that was Scott Hall's 2002.
That's crazy.
Like very, yeah.
Got to leave them drugs alone, baby.
Yeah, listen. Jazz and Trish Stratus, they had their situation going on around this time too. And then Brock Lesnar beat Jeff Hardy. Y'all remember Brock debuted and he was fucking with the Hardys?
Yeah.
And Lita.
He beat the shit out of them boys, man.
They had Lita doing some cringeworthy shit in 02 with Paul Heyman. That kind of had me like, hey yo, this is what we was doing. And this is kind of that bad that I didn't realize was bad at this time.
Yeah, there was that the time frame of that era with stuff that they had Trish doing is kind of over the top would be putting it light. But yeah, it was pretty
bad. Match of the night, Eddie Guerrero versus RVD for the Intercontinental Championship. Great match. Fire. That's what I watched. What y'all watched this past week?
Oof. I did. I wasn't on no type of wrestling this week. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's fair. Well, outside of wrestling, what you watch?
The only thing that's on my agenda, and I'm either gonna do it tonight or tomorrow, is going out to see Gladiator 2.
That's on my list for next week.
Because the GOAT
yes
is on the screen. So and y'all can argue with your mom about it.
I don't care. He my GOAT. I don't care who. Listen.
Yep.
All right. Mount Rushmore of actors before we move on.
Oh God.
I got Denzel. Denzel, Al Pacino.
Okay.
I'm an Al Pacino guy. He's been in terrible movies, but he's a great actor.
Fair.
Been in a lot of bad. Al Pacino's been in a lot of bad movies. I'm not gonna hold you. For a GOAT.
Ain't no question.
Who else? I gave two. Somebody else go. I can't give two right now.
Yeah, you gotta have Denzel in there. I gotta put Angela Bassett in there too. I got De Niro.
Yeah.
God damn, I don't know who that last one's gonna be. Oh man. Man, that's tough as hell.
I'm gonna get my last two. Sidney Poitier and Marlon Brando. The legend from Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I can't be mad at it.
See that? I slander actors from Omaha and then I give actors from Omaha props. The duality of man.
Well, I mean, that's a legend though. So I mean, yeah. Slander there wouldn't be
on the day of my daughter's wedding.
You know what I'm saying? Marlon slander would never be tolerated.
Stella.
Hey, you heard that new Kendrick?
You know I heard that new Kendrick.
Hey. Hey.
Mustard.
Dog. I've been waiting to say this. You remember when Soulja Boy came up with that shit, Yah?
Yah, bitch.
Mustard is a new version of that. I promise you, every time somebody said, if I need somebody to shut up quick, somebody said, hey, excuse me about mustard. I'm hitting on rip. That's the new version of that.
Hey, just know you're getting clipped up.
That's cool. I'm here for it. That's cool. Hey, Savi, I need mustard. I need mustard in the rotation at some point.
All right, he said he can see what he do later on. What you watched this past week, Katie?
I mean, I went to see Wicked yesterday.
Praying on that movie's downfall.
Okay.
Damn. Wait, why?
There was this Target commercial that was in rotation like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
The most annoying commercial I have ever seen.
Because it's everyone and they were like the riff, yeah.
Yeah, everybody attempting to do it. And then you have Cynthia, which like I can go on another tangent about her another day. That's just a whole nother story. But like she pulls up in the absolute worst fit I have ever seen. Go back and find that commercial and see what she was wearing. It was awful.
The commercial. I remember.
Shit was trash. Like I hate that commercial, so it made me not want to support the movie at all. I don't care about how popular the musical was. I don't care about it's probably gonna make the most money out of any film this year. I'm praying on its downfall. It's way too popular for me. I have never hated anything this much in a very long time. Off of one commercial. I have no other reason. Like that's how I found out that the movie was coming out, because of that commercial. And it pissed me off because they aired it like multiple times during a Nebraska game that they lost. So I got even more mad. Fuck that movie. It was probably a good movie.
Okay, well, it was a phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
Part 2 is coming out next year.
There's a part 2? What? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the
prayers down.
The musical, I mean, is 2 acts. So this movie was basically all of Act 1.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense then.
Damn. It was like 3 hours.
Close to, yeah, 240.
God. See, no, I can't do it. I can't do it.
240.
The Batman is like 10 minutes longer than that.
See, problem is that I'm a Batman fan and I enjoy that shit. I've never cared that much for Wizard of Oz. I've never seen the play Wicked, so like,
it's a musical, but it's fine.
I fell asleep on the Batman.
Is musical not a play?
It is
different. They're a little different.
You sitting in in that theater with a stage, like
It all takes place in a theater. It has actors. It's the same thing. Musicals just have musical pieces.
Music.
It's a play.
Yeah. But regardless,
the
movie was great.
Yeah,
that's another reason. That's another reason why Denzel to go, by the way, because he's doing stage work, and that's like you know,
also that's why I don't put Will Smith up there on them lists.
Oh no,
that's why I don't put him up there.
I've never had
Tell Will to get on that stage.
He won't
talk.
He did. Nah, he'll get too winded for that. He'll get way too winded for that. Yeah, like nah, ain't no way.
I know somebody listening like, man, I've seen Will Smith get on the stage a couple years ago.
Now. Yeah. Nah, I never had Will as one of the best. I thought like, he had his moments, you know what I'm saying? Pursuit of Happiness was dope.
Hey,
but
King Richard was fire.
I gotta watch that. I got seen the clip from
some gas.
Yeah,
it's the one Will Smith movie where I don't watch it and think Will Smith the entire time. Like every Will Smith movie is like, oh, that's Will Smith.
Right.
Not this one. It's like Jamie Foxx. Like every Jamie Foxx movie, he's Jamie Foxx, but in Ray, he was Ray.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, he killed that.
Like, if you wanted them black actors that's just the same person and everything, just play a historical black figure, and then you can win an Oscar, and people will remember that role over everything else you've done. That's the blueprint. Right. There you go, Dwayne. I just gave you the key. Let's talk about Survivor Series WarGames and get up out of here. I wanted to talk about this last week, but Reek took all my shine. I just want to say that the WarGame stipulation is low-key mid at this point. And I kind of touched on this a few weeks ago a little bit, but like on the main roster, it's been played out already. Like we got to deal with this weak-ass Ozzy Osbourne song every single year. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, what happened to the Future? Y'all had Future the last 2 pay-per-views. Where that's at?
Man.
Like, here's my issue with WarGames, man. Because, like, nothing really matters the first half of the match. Like, the first, 20 minutes or so. Like, that's literally in the rules. Nothing matters. So why do I care? Like, why do I care to watch what happens until everybody's in a match? Like, give me that reason. We need to make this elimination style. Like let's do it like that. Like that would make sense instead of like having people come in at the intervals and then once everybody's legal, the match starts. And then like you got like the babyface team in this ring, you got the heels in this ring, and they stare at each other like Civil War Avengers. And then like they all do like that one shit where they're all like fighting and they're like hitting each other, and it's just lame. They do it every year. Been doing this as NXT. Let's do something different next year, bro.
There needs to be a rotation of different stipulations for the main event. As a matter, I lied. There was something I watched. I watched the first Elimination Chamber match because it was on YouTube. Because they've been doing that, like, you know, Survivor Series
matches and shit.
Yeah. So I watched that, and when you think like the concept of what the pay-per-view is supposed to be, the PLE is supposed to be, it's like you could put anything in that spot. Like the Elimination Chamber is perfect for it. I know we got a whole PLE for it now, but it's like it fits in there. Like you do that, you do the traditional Survivor Series match, the 5-on-5, or you can do WarGames. Like you have options. Like just sticking to this. That's old style of what WWE is doing. Like having your Hell in Your Cell pay-per-view, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, there. What else was it? TLC. Like that's stuff that used to go on. Having WarGames every single year. Like add some variety. Like especially because, like I said before, we got so much talent out here. It's like, why can you not create options at this stage in the game?
Hey, why can't we do a chamber match at Survivor Series? I know it might be a little bit too close to Elimination Chamber, but like, why we can't do a chamber match at Survivor Series, and then the winner gets number 30 in the Rumble?
Hey, you giving them too much free game. We can't do that.
Why can we do that?
Too much free game. Because that's fire for real. But
or y'all could have did Xavier Woods' idea a few years ago, where the winning team at Survivor Series gets number 30 pick in the Rumble. But we got rid of those matches though, so you can't really do that. Bring the matches back.
Why not?
Makes sense. But let's talk about these predictions real quick. Only 3 matches announced right now. I can imagine there'll be one more. But this is the first PLE in Vancouver since 1998. And for the World Heavyweight title, we got Gunther versus Big DP, Damian Priest. We got winning this.
Oh man, I like how we've been spinning this narrative like Gunther's scared of somebody. That's real smart. But he ain't dropping this. I expected to slap though, because you know they
went crazy. They last feud.
Yeah. Like I think, and I said this at the time. Like his stock was going way up when I'm talking about Priest when he was still champion. His stock went way up after he won the title. So it's like we just spin the block now and get to where he's at now. Match that up with Gunther. That's going to be fire. But I need a big goon win on this one.
Yeah, I mean it's probably going to be Gunther, but I'm not mad at what they're doing with Damian Priest. Like he doesn't have Judgment Day holding him back anymore, or like holding him down and getting involved and everything. Like it's just Damian Priest. So
Damian Priest said it's just Big Me.
Right. And at this point, that's what it should be.
Yeah. I got Gunther winning this one too. Just because Damian Priest said something I thought was kind of dorky in his promo. He said, "You may be a general in the ring, but I'm a king in the streets," or something of that matter.
Yeah.
That shit was kind of lame.
Yeah, man.
Who wrote that? That shit was ass. Don't say that again. That's not the reason I'm choosing him. I think it's not time for Gunther to lose it just yet. Like, there's so many matches on the table. One, I know who I want Gunther to lose the belt to, but he can't lose to this person until a few months from now. You know what I mean?
Oh, what?
I'm in. Let's go. I'm in. Say less. Take my money.
That's who I got Gunther losing to. In fact, it might be too early for this. That's who I got winning the Rumble.
I'm cool with that. I'm honestly okay with that. I don't know if I want him beating Gunther.
No,
only because, like, I've already seen Gunther lose to someone that he shouldn't have lost to. So I can't watch him do it again, even if it's him. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
It can't be at Mania though. That's the thing.
No.
Mm-mm.
So let John Cena. Here's what they should do: let John Cena win the Rumble, and then have him go all 2025 running his greatest hits, including getting his title shot at the show before WrestleMania. Have him beat Gunther Chamber at the Chamber, yeah, and then Gunther could win it back at Mania. Like, I know the Triple H don't do the hot potato stuff, but like, one time, this is the one time it'll make sense. Had like John Cena win on a fluke or something, and then Gunther get it back.
Gunther should lose to Jey Uso, and I'll accept nothing else.
Yeah, but like John Cena's right there, so
I'm telling you, listen.
Jey Uso busy.
he busy now. He just, you know what I'm saying, we got to get through the season. But come January, you know what I'm saying, we might be having a different conversation. No, like, listen, in any other scenario, I wouldn't mind. The whole point of you putting a championship, a big championship, on a guy like Gunther is you want to, he's got to go on a tear. He's got to establish that top heel position. But then you got to build the next person. Like, somebody, whoever beats Gunther should be the guy, as far as, I guess, 1B to whoever 1A is as far as the WWE champion, Cody or whoever else. That has to be the person that gets established. Cena, but listen, as much as I would love for him to hit that final run with number 17 and get Old Yeller up out of here, like, I wouldn't mind that. Just don't beat Gunther to do it. Whoever beats Gunther to win the title can drop it to Cena. Like Mysterio had to win a title at hour 1, lose it to Cena in hour 2 before the night was over. Like, something like that, I'm cool with.
Hey, more on that when we talk about the Rumble. Next up, in the women's WarGames. Oh, I was not ready. Hold on, TC.
Uh-oh.
WarGames.
There we go.
Yeah.
We got Queen Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, Raquel Rodriguez, and we got Doobie Ashtray, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Bayley, replacing Jade Cargill. First question, who attacked Jade?
There's a laundry list of who could have attacked her.
Yeah, my initial thought was Bianca, because I was just like, yo, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, like, and my reasoning for this, man, we got Bianca looking at it on a long-term perspective. If Jade wins the U.S. title and has success, that means she's gonna move on from this team. And look at what Bianca was doing before the team. Not really much. She was kind of just floating around dealing with damage control. What does Bianca do after this tag team? Like, that's what I'm thinking of long term. What would I do if I'm Bianca Belair? What would I do long term? I don't know.
You just gotta chase the title again.
But like, I can do that. But now I got this other person that's one more person that could take my spot.
Oh yeah,
and she looked just like me. So like, what if? I don't know. It's one of the matters of keeping your enemies closer type situation.
Well, that's the twist answer, because I seen the post with the Triple H and Shawn back in the day. I like the idea that I also was one of those people that saw the way that Naomi was looking when Bayley was hugging her.
Naomi's my new choice now.
I paid attention to that. But I have a couple other suspects. One I'm just throwing out as a joke because, you know, I saw her post something about showing up on Monday, and, you know, that got me thinking, why not have the mother come back and establish some dominance by taking out the biggest, baddest on the roster? That'd be crazy. But no, in all seriousness, and yeah, listen, I'm just gonna get it out the way. You're gonna be mad, Katie, but it is what it is. Why wouldn't it be? Why would it not be Charlotte? Like, keep it real. Why would it not be Charlotte?
I'm not saying it's not Charlotte. Like, realistically, it could make sense.
Like
I'm not disagreeing with you.
That's realistically the biggest threat to her right now is Jade. Like, I'm sure, as far as she feels, she could take. She's beaten Nia before. She's scrapped with Nia before. She might see Bianca, you know, somebody that'll give her some work. But outside of that, who's really a threat to her? Like, that face to face months ago with her in Nick Aldis's office, it was like, oh shit, she's at eye level with, like, she's here. You know what I'm saying? And she's only been getting better. Who's the biggest impediment to me when I get back because I got work to do? It's her right there. I come back in the door, get her out the way, and I can slide right back in and go back to business as usual. Right at the perfect time, because realistically, that's probably going to write her out of WarGames, and that's going to leave a spot open, and then somebody going to have to walk in through the door.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it. I just want to say, why the fuck was Charlotte Flair going to travel to Utah to do this 1D?
I wouldn't put it past her.
She could have took her out before WarGames. Like, that would have made more sense. Who the fuck traveling to Utah willingly?
No one.
No offense to my guy Bryce Saturn, who was an extra in that Cody and Kevin Owens. Outside of that, I would driving to Utah willingly.
I would not put it past that at all.
No.
Utah's like an hour away from here. I'm not going
there. And like, listen. That's probably why she do it. Because who would think that she
saw her in here?
Tell me that. Who would think that she would show up in Utah? Well, I got you. That's why.
But nobody saw her. That's crazy. Ew, who winning this match?
I gotta remember who's all on the teams. Like, this is what pisses me off. Like, who's all on the teams again?
He just said it like back 10 minutes ago.
We
Judgment Day.
Tangents.
Yeah. Judgment Day, Nia, Tiff, and Candice LeRae versus Rhea, Naomi, Bianca, Io, and Bayley.
Like, that's the team that's winning.
The faces?
Like, I think so.
I think they the ones that's gonna lose, honestly.
Yeah.
Bianca don't like Bayley.
Which I like at this point, let it go.
Like, she don't like Io.
She
like,
seemed to be more civil with Io than Bayley, which is crazy.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. But like, I think Bianca and Bayley are gonna have some issues in this match. I think Bianca might point the finger at Bayley for attacking her partner. Meanwhile, the person who actually did attack her partner is on the team as well. That's neither here nor there. Because, like,
exactly.
I do think it was Naomi. I think it. At first, I thought it was Bianca. Now I think it's Naomi. I saw that look she gave when Bayley was hugging her. I feel like she has been going around kind of feeling third fiddle to Bianca and Jade. Just kind of like, she's there sometimes, but she's not there all the time. Like, Bianca and Jade said they were going to be out there for her match. And they weren't.
Exactly right.
Like, she has a lot of motive here. But
Naomi
I
also
think
didn't
Bianca
seem concerned that Jade was like going to the hospital. Bayley showed way more concern than both of them.
Exactly.
Bianca came out all smiles. Like, I mean, not Bianca. Naomi came out all smiles. Like, later on.
Yep.
Like, so yeah. I don't think they're going to get along that well.
No,
and the heels are going to take the dub here.
They are. And listen, Katie, you are a woman. You know damn well y'all do not let shit go.
That's neither here nor there.
It could have been 3 years ago. It could have been 10 years ago. Beef is beef when it comes to women. That's number one. Number two, the lack of cohesion between this team is like the heels have it like they at least it's normal for heels. Like we get on the same page about listen, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you, but none of us like them. So for off sheer like the off of that alone, they're gonna get along on the same page and they're gonna be able to work together. Because Bayley still has this issue, or Bianca still has an issue with Bayley, because it's a question about Naomi, what type of time she's on. Like whoever, if Jade isn't able to go, if she is able to go, that's probably gonna make it worse because that's gonna be like, okay, well, them two, they're a tag team and they're on the same page, but we don't know, there's too many question marks. Something is going to become an issue going forward, and then they're gonna take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Like Rhea's probably gonna have a run through, or have her spot or whatever, where she gets through everybody. But it's just there's always gonna be a weak link in that chain. This is the tragedy of being on a face team. But Naomi has the most to gain for attacking Jade. One, because she is third fiddle to in this whole group at the end of the day. Everyone pays attention to Jade and Bianca. Nobody's looking at Naomi like that, even though she's a former champion. Deserves that respect. It's still, we see her and we like, Naomi's here, cool. Look at Jade and Bianca though. And on top of that, look at how she's been, the interactions that she's had with Bayley. It's like, hey, oh yeah, you win the championship, I get first crack. You know what I'm saying? Or, why can't I be the one to win the championship? Like there's little subtle hints. We just read between the lines a little bit more. This has been building up for a long, long time, constantly. And I said months ago, for her to fully maximize her being back, you have to turn her heel because she did her best work when she was part of Team Bad. That's just the truth. The glow stuff was great. You know what I'm saying? It was her to, flesh out some creativity and do her thing a little bit with stuff she likes to do. But she was never more intriguing than when she was a bad, you know what. This is the truth. You muted, bro.
My bad. I got something else too. Because, I've been pushing this for a few years now. I got 3 words for you. Fall Brawl 1997.
Hey.
This is the time to do that. This is the time to do the Kurt Hennig with Naomi. Have her turn on her team as soon as she get into the match. This is the time.
Hey, listen. If Dakota Kai hadn't done it to perfection already, I would say that would be the move right there. Her and Bayley are the last two to come out the cage. She steps out and just starts whooping Bayley's ass in that cage. That would be perfect. But Dakota Kai perfected it already, so we can't do that.
Hey, no, we can run it back. That was an NXT. Everybody ain't see that.
That's
main
true.
Roster viewers weren't watching NXT back then. They don't know that happened.
That's new to them. That's true. Hey, listen, if they want to do it, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I just, I don't know if they want to run back. But that's the move. That's definitely the move.
I've been calling for this for years now. We need that.
Hell yeah.
And then last thing we got here, the OG Bloodline with CM Punk versus Bloodline, the Squeakquel, and Bronson Reed. Men's WarGames. Who we got?
Oh man. So we gonna get some OG Bloodline action. They gonna win this. We gonna present
this now.
We gonna get the Uma Thurman back on Roman Reigns once and for all. And then I'm gonna stir up the pot a little bit.
Oh, here we go.
Because the man who returned on Friday Night SmackDown was not the wise man, Paul Heyman. The man who returned to Friday Night SmackDown is the Paul Heyman in the term Paul Heyman guy. So I'm going to just stir up the pot and I'm going to say that once this match is over, we're going to see a turn. We're going to see a turn.
He
Paul
came out there, different suit and everything, man. Dressed like Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
Like Solo.
Yeah, he was dressed like Solo.
Right.
Solo had that same fit on months ago before he started. Yep. He got his VC and shit. So he got more swag. But like, yeah, I peeped that too.
I'm telling you. One or two things gonna happen. He gonna walk out of there with Solo and them, or he gonna walk out of there with Punk. One or two things are gonna happen. That's why listen, you start putting out positions on Indeed today. Because you're gonna need to fill it after this match is over. I'm trying to tell you.
That's why
Leopard don't change his spots.
Paul Heyman didn't answer his phone. He had Roman blocked. That's why Roman couldn't get him in. Like, where was you at when these niggas jumped? I was trying to reach you for months. You seen these niggas. You seen these niggas harassing me after WrestleMania for months. Where was your ass at? I'm trying to contact you.
And who came to his defense? Who did Paul Heyman want to take him home? Take him away from these crazy men? Punk.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
And you know what?
Listen.
They tried to throw us off by having Sammy out here doing some snake activity with throwing the phone. I heard somebody say that he went and blocked Paul's number so that he wouldn't see when he tried to call him. Like, I ain't falling for that. Nice try. I was almost going for it because it made sense. It adds up because Sami Zayn's a villain. But
he is.
But I agree.
He ain't a bigger villain than Paul Heyman. And Paul knows how to get y'all when y'all least expect it. Don't see it coming.
He was allegedly throwing winks out at Jimmy on SmackDown too. So I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna run that segment back, but this is Survivor Series. Paul Heyman has turned on his guys at Survivor Series before.
You know what?
That's from
Scratch that. Scratch that. Paul might be serving a bigger master now. You know where I'm going. Paul might have been sent out there. Paul might have been sent out there by orders of the real tribal chief, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, y'all know who the real tribal chief is.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're gonna get Cody and KO on this show. They haven't announced it yet. I haven't seen it announced in the spoilers.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to see any spoilers.
A segment or something, or like give us a segment where they throw hands on this show, or give like an unsanctioned match or something. Like that's what this needs at this point.
I think I read somewhere that like they probably gonna do it on Saturday night's main event, but
that's where they need to do it, and Cody can lose it there. I've said this before. Cody needs to lose in the same manner as Sami Zayn.
What?
I think he does at Saturday night's main event. If you want to put this event over as that shit, have him lose the belt.
Ooh.
Have Kevin Owens back up all that shit he been talking. Have him show Cody how he really feel about the situation. And treat him like he did Sami Zayn in December 10 years ago.
You think he'd have him take that L not on a PLE?
Yes.
Ooh.
Because to quote Petey Pablo, they paying me for it. They getting money. They getting paid by the network for this event, for this big special. We need to make it a special. For real, for real. It was more special than a title change on free TV.
Well, I mean, we are crowning a new champion regardless at Saturday night's main event, so.
Listen.
But this is for my Cody losing agenda.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say this though. Saturday night's main event has a thing that when they've been reviving it over the last decade or so, they have a thing about doing some surprise, finishes to their matches or main events. You know what I'm saying? Shane beat HBK in that street fight, which was some it was some bullshit, but it happened. Shane won that. Edge lost to Cena, but then they said it was by disqualification, so he can't change the title. So it's like there's a trend here. I'm just saying, Khali beat Cena straight up and down. Like this was after, I think this was after Judgment Day, and they just had a match straight up. And he dog walked this man in that ring and beat him clean as a whistle. So I'm just saying, it's a precedent set for some shocking moments. So I wouldn't be surprised if we went down that route.
That's what the streets need.
Like, listen, at the end of the day, Cody understands business. If he feels the same way you feel,
not at WrestleMania, but he understands business other times.
Hey, that was for him. He had been waiting and crying and carrying on. It had to happen.
So have I.
So have I.
Nah, like if he feels the same way of that, you want to set this thing off with a bang, then you go that route. And it don't even necessarily need to be a long thing. Like he could beat Kevin right back for it, but I listen. I've been one for saying that this version of Kevin is what I need to see. And if we want to add a belt to that, I'm not complaining one bit. I'm really.
And he was telling the truth. Cody is also a villain too.
Listen,
yeah, your two biggest baby faces on the roster are the two biggest villains on the roster.
People can say whatever they want to about Kevin. You cannot call him a liar.
Nope.
I don't care what else you say. He ain't lying.
Most honest man on the roster.
Like how you gonna call me a friend for all this time? I've been getting beat up, dragged, scrapping with dudes for 4 years, and who had a 4-1 advantage on me in 2 different iterations. And you go and team up with one of them? Nah. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
And think it's cool.
Yeah.
And not see a problem with it. But that's a conversation we can have another time. I could go all day talking about that guy. Let's plug our socials and get up out of here.
Yes. You can follow me on Twitter, KatieWrestling13, Linktree in my bio. Take everything SheElite Showcase, twitch.tv/SheElite Showcase, youtube.com/SheElite Showcase. There'll be a show after Dynamite on Wednesday since Thursday's Thanksgiving, so I'm not trying to do a podcast on that. Inside the Mind of came back. You can check that out. Again, we're trying for Big Swole. Somebody, please, hear the please.
I'm gonna say.
We're trying.
Knocked on all the wood.
Boost it. Auntie, we reaching out.
We're trying here. But yeah, that's what I do.
Good. Y'all can find me at Recap24 on Instagram, still alive, and Twitter and TikTok. Y'all can find Havoc Hour where we talk sports entertainment on all streaming platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling. Of course, the video version, the most entertaining version, is up on YouTube. And Anchor X, Spotify, Google Podcasts as well.
And I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. You can follow me on the Instagram at TC.Fontaine, on the Twitter at TC Fontaine. And everywhere Young Kings Wrestling is available at YK Wrestling, YKWrestling.com. Why am I still talking like this? Go to YKWrestling.com for the platforms you can watch Young Kings Wrestling on. Subscribe to us on YouTube at YK Wrestling. Go get you some merch at YKWrestling.com. You can't see the merch, but Katie wearing the merch. Clear. See, they hating. They hating right.
Because you got that
they hating.
goddamn green screen.
Hold on. We big tripping right now. They tripping right now. We don't play that.
Still nothing.
Jesus.
See, that's some bullshit right here. Hold on, turn that off. Turn it off. There we go.
There you go.
Get you some of them.
Yeah.
They got all the merch
Yeah.
right here. What I got? I don't got nothing near me. Ain't that a bitch? But yeah. Get you all the merch, man. We got a Black Friday sale coming up too. So be on the lookout for that.
Got the Christmas sweaters.
Got the Christmas sweaters. I need to cop one of them too. I ain't bought mine yet. I gotta get paid. That's the thing. I get paid at the end of the month. It's tragic. Hate that pay schedule.
That's awesome.
You get paid twice a month. It's crazy. What happened every other Friday, like normal jobs? My last job, man. I got paid weekly. I appreciate that more than anything.
Ugh.
Right, me too. This bi-weekly shit. This bi-weekly killing me.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Going from weekly to semi-monthly, shit. All bad. But yeah, Survivor Series coming up. Full Gear. I'm gonna go run back the matches I wanted to see.
Yep.
I'm even gonna watch Big Boom AJ. And Big Justice and the Rizzler.
Jesus.
I'm gonna see what those guys are about. Got me out here watching a QT Marshall match willingly.
Wait, what?
Oh shit!
Did you not know about this?
No.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. The Costco guys took on QT Marshall.
Well, the dad of the Costco guys
the dad
took on QT, but
this
the
is what
son
we talked
gets
about
involved.
last week.
Yeah,
he was having a match.
Y'all put QT Marshall on my TV.
Technically, it was on YouTube, about the TikTok, so like you're fine.
But yeah, it was on YouTube. Though.
It was the pre-show. You're fine.
They did take away a spot that Ricky Starks could have had.
Ricky Starks has been pissed
earlier. But.
Yeah.
All right, we have to end, so I'm not gonna go off. But I'm gonna save that. Up here because
all right,
that's gonna catch some energy for me. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all put QT Marshall on TV, and
I'll go send you the clip.
I ain't seen Ricky Starks in I don't know how long, but you got time to put QT Marshall up on YouTube? Nope. You know what? I'm gonna watch it before next episode, and I'm gonna just break in with that energy real quick.
Got me out here watching booty Marshall matches. Crazy.
Oh, man.
This is doo-doo, baby. I said, ah!
That's crazy.
All right, guys. It's been fun. So we're going to be back next week with another one. Young Kings Wrestling. Katie Kinsey. Wreak Havoc. And your boy TC Fontaine. We out of here. Go.